I'm Arpit Tiwari, a student from Mumbai. Our nation stands at a powerful turning point, a time of great possibility. To be a part of this national awakening, I have joined the Nationalist Collective in order to contribute meaningfully and impactfully to the future of Bharat. Thank you.
सीक्रेट रेसिपी MDH का जीरा सिप जल जीरा मसाला सिप सिप जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप।
इसको घर पे लगाओगे तो शादी का तो पता नहीं, पर घर पक्का नहीं टूटेगा।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रुंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड।
पहाड़ों में एक हाइकिंग स्टिक भी बन सकती है।
MDH की हल्दी मिर्ची धनिया करे कमाल, ये रंग दे, ये खुशबू दे, ये तीखा, ये कम पड़े, क्या निराला MDH मसाला।
My name is Ambassador Deepak Vora and I have been involved marginally in the review activities for the Indus Water Treaty sometime in the 1990s. I don't remember the year. But at that time, the feeling seemed to be from the Pakistani side that they could get away with whatever they wanted. It's important to remember that the creation of Pakistan was in 1947. The Indus Water Treaty was signed in 1960, 13 years later, because some fellow in Pakistan realized that the headworks of the irrigation system of the canals built in British Indian Punjab were in Madhapur and Ferozpur, both in India. So India gave them some money, I think 6.5 crore pounds sterling, in order to build their own systems, etc. But they used the money to build Tarbela and the other dam, which is Mangala Dam, which is on the Indus, and the other one is on the Jhelum. Now, so they've not been honest right from the beginning. And whenever we wanted to do something as far as the Indus River is concerned, they would always say that, look, this treaty has survived so many conflicts between India and Pakistan, nothing is going to happen. However, they did not know that this time they were dealing with a person called Narendra Bhai Damodar Das Modi, and we'd had enough, especially after the Pahalgam attack, that the feeling was that, oh, India will make some noise, India will lodge one protest here, there, everywhere, go to the United Nations, cry on America's shoulder, and then things would be back to normal. But this is not the India that they were used to. Now, what is the impact of this? First of all, as far as international matters are concerned, international conventions are concerned, the Indus Waters Treaty, which was signed with facilitation by the World Bank in 1960, it can be nullified at any time if the circumstances during which it was signed have changed materially, either in terms of demography, in terms of the climate, in terms of utilization of the water, etc., etc. So India is perfectly within its rights, and Pakistan knows this, to nullify the treaty, which is why they haven't rushed to the International Court of Justice, even though that has no jurisdiction in the matter. They've kept quiet and they're trying to settle it bilaterally, which is what India had been saying right from the beginning. But as we say with Pakistan, give them a tight slap on their face, then they will understand.
On Prime Time, we're not just reading the news, we are leading it with responsibility. Every night, we're asking tough questions, breaking the biggest stories, and setting the national agenda. At Republic School of Journalism, you will learn how to front the news with confidence, clarity, and conviction. RSJ Diploma begins June 30th. Your prime time starts here.
A very good afternoon, viewers. It's 1:30 p.m. and you're watching Live and Breaking with me, Antara Gupta. We are tracking a lot of big stories for you in this edition, but first, as always, a quick check of the headlines. Karnataka High Court wraps Kamal Hassan, asks why no apology, says public figure cannot hurt public sentiments. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to visit Jammu on June 6th, first visit after Operation Sindoor. Telangana Congress chief sympathizes with Maoists. Questions why no talks with Maoists? Jammu and Kashmir LG Manoj Sinha sacks 3 government employees for alleged terror links. Congress issues advisory to party leaders asking to not give statements deviating from party line.
मेरा एक रिश्ता है हाफिज सईद साहब के साथ, मेरे वालिद मरहूम के साथ उनका बहुत गहरा तल्लुक था। मलिक रशीद साहब के साथ उनका भाइयों जैसा रिश्ता है।
Pakistan's Punjab Assembly Speaker admits ties with Hafiz Saeed, says his father and Saeed were like brothers. Ladies and gentlemen, in the breaking news coming in, a speeding Thar violently hits a youth, leaving him severely injured in Noida, Sector 53. The victim, as you can see on your screens, fell into a nearby drain. The incident followed an earlier scuffle, after which the accused allegedly tried to run him over with the Thar. A video of the incident has now gone viral on social media. Police have taken cognizance of the viral video and a case has been registered in connection with the incident. A team has also been formed to arrest the accused. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm being joined by Akhil in this edition. Akhil, we can see the disturbing video where the speeding Thar hit the youth. In fact, the youth has also been reportedly severely injured. What more are you picking up?
Well, absolutely. If you see the latest breaking that we are getting from Noida Sector 24 area, that there was a scuffle which broke out between 2 persons who were known to each other for a very long time. They were very good friends, and the basically incident took place after a brawl took place. If you see, due to a social media post regarding some another friend, and after that, what we have seen that that the first person attacked the second person physically, and after that, when he attacked him, then the second person entered into his Thar car, and then he just moved from that car and then pushed the second person who was just walking on that bylane. So, and in that video, you can see the video. There is very clearly evident that that person who was walking on that bylane can be pushed into the pit nearby, and after that, what we have seen that the Noida police has taken an action in this regard. And while speaking to the Republic TV, additional DCP of Noida, Sumit Kumar, has confirmed that they have registered an FIR in connection with the case, and a team has already been formed to nab both the accused in connection with the case.
Right, Akhil, thank you for getting us those updates. We'll be closely tracking the story. Now, viewers, getting you another story, this time from Telangana. The National Commission for the Scheduled Caste has issued a formal notice to the Telangana government seeking an action-taken report over remarks made by a senior IS officer, Alagu Varshini. The commission has taken suo motu cognizance of Varshini's comments, which allegedly stated that Dalit students are made to clean toilets in scheduled caste Gurukul schools. A controversy has now erupted in Telangana over the alleged remarks of the senior official of Telangana Social Welfare Residential Educational Institution Society regarding the students' involvement in the cleaning activities. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, the opposition BRS has demanded the official's removal, while the National Commission for Scheduled Castes has also sought details on the matter. The commission on May 31st issued notices to the Telangana Chief Secretary and the Director General of Police seeking a report within 15 days concerning alleged derogatory remarks made by the IAS officer against SC students in the institution.
So I think this way students ki enta pedda nashtam aitundi vallaki ante oka samvasaram mottham kalipi chuste aa nellaki aa pillagaadu ఒక నెలకి ఒక 20 గంటలు పని చేసి ఉంటాడు. దట్ ఇస్ నాట్ ఎ హ్యూజ్ లాస్ లాగా ప్రొజెక్ట్ చేసి మా పిల్లలతో పాటు పని అంటే పిల్లలతో పాటు పని తీసుకుంటాము. మన ఈ పిల్లలు దే ఆర్ నాట్ ఫ్రమ్ టూ మచ్ పాష్ సొసైటీ వేర్ వాళ్ళు వెళ్ళి కూర్చున్న వెంటనే టేబుల్ మీద భోజనం వచ్చేస్తుంది, వాళ్ళ ఇంట్లో ఇలా కొడితే క్లీనింగ్ మనుషులు ఉంటారు, అలాంటి పిల్లలు కాదు. మన పిల్లలు అందరూ 2 లక్షల కంటే తక్కువ ఉన్న ఫ్యామిలీ నుంచి ఉన్నారు. చదువు నేర్చుకోవాలి, ఆ బాధ్యతలో మనం ఉన్నాము. సో ఎవరైనా మిమ్మల్ని పని చెప్పించుకుంటున్నారని బదిలిస్తే ఇట్ ఇస్ బై ఆర్డర్ అని. They have to do roti making, they will do roti making. Somebody called from Jammikunta sending me photographs. పిల్లలతో పాటు రోటీ చేపిస్తున్నారు. అయితే మంచిది, నేను అది ఫోటోగ్రాఫ్ మా ప్రిన్సిపల్స్ అందరూ గ్రూప్ లో పెడతాను. చాలా మంచిది. పిల్లలతో పాటు రూమ్ క్లీనింగ్ చేపించుకుంటున్నారు. దే మస్ట్ డూ ద రూమ్ క్లీనింగ్. Who will clean their rooms? Okay, once sweeper వెళ్ళి క్లీన్ చేస్తారు, 4సారి పిల్లలు ఎందుకు క్లీన్ చేసుకోరు? పిల్లలతో పాటు టాయిలెట్ కడిపిస్తున్నారు. Why can't they clean their own toilets?
Let's cut straight across to Aneri, who joins me from Hyderabad. Aneri, this is indeed an extremely disturbing comment that has been made by the IAS officer against the SC students. What more details are you picking up on this, Aneri?
Well, what we are seeing is that now the National SC Commission has issued notice to the state government over the statement that the remarks that were made by the IAS officer Varshini, where we see that she happens to be the secretary of the Telangana Welfare Residential Schools, and also at the same time where she went on to state that why not the students can clean their own rooms and also toilets at least once is what she has been stating. Well, now this has sparked a massive controversy, and that's the reason why we see that the National SC Commission has issued notice to the government to take action. Well, the government is yet to respond on this matter, but yes, we see that a massive controversy that has erupted, where on one side we see that this IAS officer seems to be stating that they are not posh children, that they once they come on the table and sit and they will be immediately served food. They have to do their own work, they have to work in kitchen, they have to clean their room, they have to also clean the toilets, is what this IAS officer seems to be making a controversial remark now.
Well, thank you, Aneri. Thank you for getting us those updates. We'll be closely tracking the story. Ladies and gentlemen, getting you another breaking news from Telangana. Now, the Telangana Pradesh Congress Committee Chief Mahesh Kumar Gaud has questioned Centre's stance on Maoism. He has said that if truce can happen with Pakistan, then why not with the Maoists? He even accused the union government of using anti-Maoist operations as a means to displace the tribal population. And not just this, viewers, he even criticized the Modi government for not accepting the offer of talks that were made by the Maoists. This is the big breaking news that we are tracking in. Telangana Pradesh Congress Committee Chief Mahesh Kumar Gaud is blatantly sympathizing with the Maoist terrorist. In fact, viewers, on one hand, when we are lauding our forces, the country in fact bore witness to the daring Operation Black Forest. We see Telangana Pradesh Congress Committee Chief sympathizing with the Maoists.
కటగుట్ట ప్రాంతంలో దాదాపు 10,000 మంది పోలీస్ ఫోర్సెస్ ఆ ప్రాంతాన్ని చుట్టుముట్టినప్పుడు ఆలస్యమైన మేము చర్చలకు సిద్ధంగా ఉన్నాం, మేము ఆయుధాలను వదులుతాం, చర్చలకు ఆహ్వానించని అడిగినప్పుడు ఏ కనికరమున్న ప్రధానమంత్రి అయినా చర్చలకు ఆహ్వానించి ఉండాల్సింది, కానీ అది చేయలేదు. మన పౌరులైనటువంటి విభిన్న అభిప్రాయాలు కలిగిన మన పౌరులను చర్చలకు ఆహ్వానించలేదు. కానీ ట్రంప్ మొట్టికాయ వేస్తే తీవ్రవాదులతో ఉగ్రవాదులతో చర్చలకు సిద్ధమైనటువంటి ప్రభుత్వం మనది. మిత్రులారా,
पाकिस्तानी आतंकवादी हो या नक्सली हो, कांग्रेस पार्टी हमेशा वोट बैंक नीति को राष्ट्र सुरक्षा नीति के ऊपर रखती है, परिवार और दल हित को देश हित के ऊपर रखती है, वोट हित देखती है. देखे ना, पहलगाम में पाकिस्तानी आतंकवादियों को क्लीन चिट इनके नेताओं ने दिया, याद होगा विजय वड़त्तीवार थे मैया जी. अब तेलंगाना कांग्रेस के अध्यक्ष कहते हैं कि नक्सलियों के साथ सीज फायर हो जाना चाहिए. वैसे तो सीज फायर पाकिस्तान के विषय में करते रहते हैं, सीज फायर कौन चाहता है ये देख लीजिए. आज जब नक्सलिज्म पर एक करारा प्रहार हुआ है और 125 डिस्ट्रिक्ट से गिरकर 85% नक्सलिज्म भारत में कम हुआ है, मात्र कुछ डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स में बाकी है और वो भी 2026 आते आते समाप्त हो जाएगा. बसवराजू जैसे बड़े नक्सली कमांडर मारे गए हैं, तो कांग्रेस पार्टी नक्सलियों के लिए अब आंसू बहा रही है।
I'm being joined by Aneri once again on this story. Aneri, on one hand, we are lauding our forces. In fact, the country bore witness to the daring Operation Black Forest. And on the other hand, we can see that the Telangana Pradesh Congress Committee chief is blatantly sympathizing with these Maoists, despite the fact that because of Operation Black Forest, our forces were able to gun down one of the top Maoist leader, Baswaraju.
Well, that's right. What we see is that yet another controversial statement coming in from the Congress leader, and he happens to be the Congress Telangana chief, where he is stating that on one hand, when we can see that the central government, central government can hold ceasefire with Pakistan when there was Operation Sindoor that was carried out, but then why not hold talks with the Maoist is what Mahesh Kumar Gaud has stated. Well, we have been seeing that how the Congress leaders time and again have been questioning that why and under what pressure did the central government come that they had to announce ceasefire, and why did Trump announce ceasefire is what the question the Congress leaders have been asking. And now we see that Mahesh Kumar Gaud has stated that when holding talks and announcing ceasefire can happen with Pakistan, then why not hold talks with the Maoist? And also remember, the Congress leaders continue to question the central government over the Operation Kagar that was also taken place, where we see that many
Viewers, remember, the Telangana Congress chief has sparked a massive row by saying that why can't we make a truce with the Maoists when there are talks of truce with Pakistan? Now, this is despite the fact that the country bore witness to the daring Operation Black Forest. Our forces gunned down top Maoist leader, and here we are watching the Telangana chief stoking a row. Another breaking news coming in this edition. Pakistan Punjab Assembly Speaker has openly accepted ties with terrorist Hafiz Saeed. Ladies and gentlemen, a new video of Malik Muhammad, the Punjab Assembly Speaker, he has glorified Hafiz Saeed. He has stated that his father and Saeed were like brothers. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, Hafiz Saeed was a designated global terrorist that was sanctioned by the UNSC in December 2008. And here we are watching the Pakistan Punjab Assembly Speaker's big admission. He has blatantly accepted ties with the terrorist Hafiz Saeed. In fact, in a new video of Malik Muhammad, he has glorified Saeed. He has stated that his father and Saeed were in fact like brothers.
सैफुल्ला कसूरी साहब की निस्बत प्रोफेसर सलाह साहब के साथ मेरी तल्लुकदारी किसी ऐसी बुनियाद की वजह से नहीं है। मेरा एक रिश्ता है हाफिज सईद साहब के साथ, मेरे वालिद मरहूम के साथ उनका बहुत गहरा तल्लुक था। मलिक रशीद साहब के साथ उनका भाइयों जैसा रिश्ता है। हमें इनके साथ इस मरकजी मुस्लिम लीग को हम अपनी दूसरी जमात समझते हैं, और हम समझते हैं कि ये लोग पाकिस्तान की खिदमत करने वाले लोग। मेरा सैफुल्ला कसूरी साहब की निस्बत प्रोफेसर सलाह साहब के साथ मेरी तल्लुकदारी किसी ऐसी बुनियाद की वजह से नहीं है। मेरा एक रिश्ता है हाफिज सईद साहब के साथ, मेरे वालिद मरहूम के साथ उनका बहुत गहरा तल्लुक था। मलिक रशीद साहब के साथ उनका भाइयों जैसा रिश्ता है। हमें इनके साथ इस मरकजी मुस्लिम लीग को हम अपनी दूसरी जमात समझते हैं, और हम समझते हैं कि ये लोग पाकिस्तान की खिदमत करने वाले लोग हैं।
Viewers, this was the big admission by Malik Muhammad, who is the Punjab Assembly Speaker. He has glorified Hafiz Saeed. In fact, he has also stated that his father and Saeed were like brothers. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, Hafiz Saeed was a designated global terrorist who was sanctioned by the UNSC in December 2008. And now we can see the we can see Malik Ahmed Khan, who is the Speaker of Punjab Assembly in Pakistan, he is openly admitting ties to the terrorist group and Hafiz Saeed. One thing is clear, ladies and gentlemen, the gap between the Pakistani government and the terrorist group seems to be getting smaller by the second. Viewers, I'm being joined by Akanksha from the newsroom. Akanksha, this is atrocious to say at the very least. At this point, they are not even pretending to hide the links. In fact, he's blatantly has admitted that his father, in fact, had ties with Hafiz Saeed.
Well, as you also mentioned, the thin line between the Pakistan government and the terrorists is fast disappearing. Now, Pakistan's Punjab Assembly Speaker has come out in support of Hafiz Saeed. He said that his father and Hafiz Saeed were, in fact, brothers. A big statement that has come from him. In fact, last week is what we're learning. He also attended a function with the most wanted terrorists that also include Talha Saeed, who's the son of Hafiz Saeed. He was present at that rally. Also present in that rally was Saifullah Kasuri, who is one of the key figures behind the Pahalgam terror attack. They all were present in this event, but most importantly, Pakistan's Punjab Assembly Speaker, who has now come in support of Hafiz Saeed, calling that he and his father were actually very close. They were brothers. He was also part of this rally. So definitely now they're not pretending anymore that they have connection with the terrorists. Clearly they are attending the events with them. They are coming in support with them. So the line between them and the terrorists in Pakistan is clearly diminishing.
Well, absolutely, Akanksha. Thank you for getting us those updates. Ladies and gentlemen, moving on to another big story that we are tracking now. An 18-year-old woman was allegedly murdered by a man who had been stalking her for months, and he then set her body on fire in Sanjay van after she repeatedly rejected his advances. The accused, who has been now arrested, is a first-year student of Delhi University School of Open Learning, or the SOL, as was the victim. This is the big story that we are tracking. An 18-year-old woman was mercilessly killed after being stalked for months. Despite the fact that she had rejected the accused advances, she met the terrible fate. While the accused, Arshkrit Singh, has been arrested, the brutal murder is now coming to fore. We also have the father's reaction on this. Viewers, take a listen in.
मेरे को तो दिखी नहीं सर, बोल रही मेरे साधु साहब को उन्होंने बताया। ये लड़का कब से जानता था आपकी? सर पहले जैसे अब पार्टी शार्टी में चले जाते हैं तो दोस्ती हो जाती है। पहले इनसे दोस्ती हो गई थी, फिर इनके बीच में लड़ाई हो गई थी, फिर ये हमने उनको मना कर दिया, भाई ऐसा नहीं होगा। मैंने लड़के को समझाया, मेरा बेटा ये चीज़ अभी इतनी ज़रूरी नहीं है, पढ़ाई ज़रूरी है ये चीज़ को। उसकी
आपकी किस चीज़ की पढ़ाई?
कॉलेज की पढ़ाई कर रही है सर। ये
कॉलेज में लैंग्वेज की पढ़ाई?
लैंग्वेज की अलग कर रही है और कॉलेज का काम कॉलेज अलग कर रही है।
तो संडे को
ओपन होता है। हाँ, ये विवेकानंद है, शादर के पास ही आसपास है।
अब आप क्या चाहते हैं? आप
मैं सर उसको चाहता हूँ कि उसको सजा, कड़ी से सजा मिले, फांसी मिले उसको। मेरी लड़के का नाम है आश्रित।
ये कहाँ रहता है ये लड़का?
ये रानी बाग में रहता है। मैं चाहता हूँ इसको फांसी हो, ये मेरी लड़की को आत्मा की शांति मिले। मेरी लड़की के लिए मैं खूब परेशान हूँ, अपनी लड़की मेरी गई हुई है सर।
जिसके साथ ही गलत हुआ, मेरी सिस्टर थी, छोटी सिस्टर थी। कल जब उसका कॉल आया अक्षित का, तो वो 3 बजे हॉस्पिटल में था। उसने मुझे बोला हम हॉस्पिटल में हैं। उसने मुझे कॉल करके मैंने पूछा कि कहाँ है महक, तो उसने बोला कि मेरे को चाकू मरवाए हैं, महक नहीं। और मैं हॉस्पिटल में, पर महक कहीं नहीं है। मैं उससे पूरा दिन पूछती रही कॉल करके कि महक कहाँ है, महक कहाँ है, आप बताओ कैसी भी हालत में मुझे बता दो। वो झूठ बोलता रहा, साफ झूठ बोलता रहा कि मुझे नहीं पता, महक नहीं पता। बट जब हमने पुलिस को कंप्लेंट करी, शाम में जब वो पुलिस पेट्रोलिंग पे निकली है, चेकिंग करने निकली है, 15-20 पुलिस वाले गए हैं उस पार्क में, तब भी उनको नहीं मिली। फिर जब हमने इसकी FIR दर्ज करी, हमने कंप्लेंट लिखी, तब वहाँ पे उसका अरेस्ट वारंट गया होगा, तो उसको लेके आए पुलिस वाले। तब उसने अपने आप कबूल किया, अपने आप दिखाया कि मैंने हाँ उसका गला दबाया। उसने उसका गला दबाया होगा तो मेरी बहन ने उसको चाकू ले लिया होगा, तो चाकू उसने उसके पैरों पे मारे, ठीक है। बट उसने उसका गला दबा के उसको मार दिया। फिर उसके बाद वो पेट्रोल लाया था, उसको पेट्रोल छिड़क के उसको जला दिया। ये उसने किया। और मैं चाहती हूँ कि ये बात CM तक जाए, और मैं चाहती हूँ कि हमें जल्दी से जल्दी जस्टिस मिले।
Ladies and gentlemen, the Ram Mandir in Ayodhya is all decked up for the second Pran Pratishtha ceremony, this time for the Ram Darbar. The city of Ayodhya has been beautifully decorated for 3 days long consecration ceremony set to take place today. Here's more.
The temple town of Ayodhya is once again reverberating with the chants of devotion as it prepares for Pran Pratishtha 2.0. 3-day long ceremony starts today and conclude on June 5.
अयोध्या राम मंदिर में राम दरबार की स्थापना के पहले राम मंदिर को स्वर्ण जड़ित किया गया है। जरा तस्वीरें मैं आपको दिखा देती हूँ कि जो शिखर है उसे किस तरीके से आभा मंडित किया गया है और इसकी वजह है यहाँ पर चढ़ाई गई गुंबद पर सोने की पानी की परत। ये पूरा कार्य सोमवार को ही किया गया था, विशेषज्ञों की देखरेख में किया गया है। 10 शिखर हैं, गुंबद हैं जिस पर ये कार्य किया गया है सोने के पानी को चढ़ाने का। और 14 अप्रैल 2025 की अगर मैं बात करूँ तो श्री राम जन्मभूमि मंदिर की तरफ से बताया भी गया था कि गर्भगृह के मुख्य शिखर पर कलश की स्थापना की जाएगी और वो स्थापना हो चुकी है। सोने की परत चढ़ाने की जो प्रक्रिया है वो पूरी हो गई है। अब 3 जून से 5 जून तक प्राण प्रतिष्ठा समारोह का कार्यक्रम भी चल रहा है। इस बीच में आपको वो मंदिर का तस्वीर भी दिखा देती हूँ जिस मंदिर में जो स्थापना है राम दरबार की वो होने वाली है। देखिए यहाँ से अगर आप देखेंगे तो पहला नहीं, प्रथम तल जो है वो उसके पीछे वाला यानी दूसरा तल है जहाँ पर कुछ लोग भी आपको नजर आ जाएंगे और वहाँ पर अभी भी कार्य किया जा रहा है क्योंकि 5 तारीख को यहाँ पर राम दरबार की स्थापना होनी है। उसके पहले एक जो पूरा कार्यक्रम है, भव्य कार्यक्रम है, वो किया गया है। आप मंदिर की सजावट देख सकते हैं कि किस तरीके से उसे सजाया गया है और ये शिखर जो है स्वर्ण जड़ित जो शिखर है वो शुरुआत के 4 मंदिर और उसके साथ साथ बगल के 2 मंदिर और इसी तरीके से दोनों तरफ के 2 और मंदिर यानी लगभग 12 मंदिर हैं जिन पर ये शिखर चढ़ाया गया है। पानी सोने की पानी की परत चढ़ाई गई है ताकि जब आप अयोध्या में आए तो अयोध्या में दूर से ही आपको श्री राम का वो मंदिर नजर आ जाए जिसके पावन दर्शन के लिए लोग दूर दूर से दौड़े हुए चले आते हैं।
Following this historic consecration of Ram Lala on January 22, 2024, the temple is now readying for a second round of consecration rituals, which will mark the installation of Lord Ram in his majestic form on the temple's first floor.
Viewers, it's time to slip into a very short break. On the other side, Prime Minister Narendra Modi to visit Jammu on June 6th, first visit after the Operation Sindoor. Jammu and Kashmir LG Manoj Sinha sacks 3 government employees for alleged terror links. We'll be getting you that and a lot more. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
आपकी फेवरेट हुंडई कार्स पर मिल रही है अमेजिंग डील्स। वैसे लोगे तो आप हुंडई ही, चाहे दिल की सुनो या डील्स की, तो जल्दी चले आओ हुंडई शोरूम।
MDH की देगी मिर्च,
देगी मिर्च का तड़का, अंग अंग फड़का।
MDH की देगी मिर्च।
विमल में गुलिस्तां की ये कुछ लजीज फरिश्ते जब साथ घुले तो जी ललचाए और दिल कहे कि स्वाद की इस जुबान में खुद को ऐसा डुबाऊं कि निकल ना पाऊं। विमल की जुबान कुछ है ही ऐसी, मानते हैं ना? विमल, बोलो जुबा केसरी।
5 साल नैनी सेंटर में है तो फिर जीवन कारा होगा। फिर हमें हाई कोर्ट बेल की है, फिर छोड़ रहे हैं। आप कहा बैठे आप पहले हुए कमाई ले कुछ खाए का, आपको कमाई लायक नहीं है, बहुत गुजार दिया, सब प्रतिनिधि खत्म हो गया। 21 साल।
अब बिल्कुल मैं सबसे पहले तस्वीरें आपको लखन की ही दिखाता हूँ। लखन बैठे हुए हैं, ये घर के ठीक बाहर खटिया पे बैठे हुए हैं और जो कुछ इनके ऊपर गुजरा है, जो कुछ घटनाक्रम इनके संग घटा है, पढ़कर मालूम चलता है कि व्यवस्था जब फेल होती है तो व्यक्ति किस तरीके से हताश हो जाता है। लखन जी, कितने साल रहे जेल में?
साहब 5 साल नैनी सेंटर में है तो फिर जीवन कारा होगा। फिर हमें हाई कोर्ट बेल की है, फिर छोड़ रहे हैं। फिर लड़ते रहे साहब।
उम्र कितनी हो गई?
उम्र साहब 3 साल।
हाँ, 103 साल।
हाँ साहब।
क्या हुआ था? कौन सा घटनाक्रम, किससे झगड़ा हो गया था जब आपको गिरफ्तारी?
साहब हमरे यह रहा है, हमारे चाची को मारे रहे, चंदा, प्रभु, नोखई, ये 4 मारे रहे हैं चाची के।
MDH की देगी मिर्च,
देगी मिर्च का तड़का, अंग अंग फड़का।
MDH की देगी मिर्च।
विमल में गुलिस्तां के ये कुछ लजीज फरिश्ते जब साथ घुले तो जी ललचाए और दिल कहे कि स्वाद की जुबान में खुद को ऐसे डुबाऊं कि निकल ना पाऊं। विमल की जुबान कुछ है ही ऐसी, मानते हैं? विमल, बोलो जुबान कैसी?
My name is Ambassador Deepak Vora, and I have been involved marginally in the review activities for the Indus Water Treaty sometime in the 1990s. I don't remember the year. But at that time, the feeling seemed to be from the Pakistani side that they could get away with whatever they wanted. It's important to remember that the creation of Pakistan was in 1947. The Indus Water Treaty was signed in 1960. 13 years later.
I have seen what it takes to report from the front lines. Accuracy, courage, urgency and responsibility. At Republic School of Journalism, you will be trained for that reality. It is not theory. It is live learning from inside a working newsroom from day one. If you want to report the truth when it matters the most, Republic School of Journalism is where you begin. Course begins on the 30th of June. Apply now.
Mahi sir, how much do you love your fans?
Honestly, I love my new fans. पुराने वाले बेकार में शोर करते
सर फैंस हैं, शोर तो करेंगे ही ना।
नए वाले नहीं करते and they listen to what I say.
The new generation Orient BLDC fans, super silent performance with voice control.
सिली मियाँ thought
Cricket fans.
ये है सीक्रेट रेसिपी MDH का जीरा सिप जल जीरा मसाला। सिप सिप जीरा सिप जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप।
विमल में गुलिस्तां के ये कुछ लजीज फरिश्ते जब साथ घुले तो जी ललचाए और दिल कहे कि स्वाद की जुबान में खुद को ऐसे डुबाऊं कि निकल ना पाऊं। विमल की जुबान कुछ है ही ऐसी, मानते हैं? विमल, बोलो जुबान कैसी?
5 साल नैनी सेंटर में है तो फिर जीवन कारा होगा। फिर हमें हाई कोर्ट बेल की है, फिर छोड़ रहे हैं। अब कहा है बैठे अब पहले हुए कमाई ले कुछ खाए का, आपका कमाई लायक नहीं है, बहुत गुजार दिया, सब प्रतिनिधि खत्म हो गया। 21 साल।
अब बिल्कुल मैं सबसे पहले तस्वीरें आपको लखन की ही दिखाता हूँ। लखन बैठे हुए हैं, ये घर के ठीक बाहर खटिया पे बैठे हुए हैं और जो कुछ इनके ऊपर गुजरा है, जो कुछ घटनाक्रम इनके संग घटा है, पढ़कर मालूम चलता है कि व्यवस्था जब फेल होती है तो व्यक्ति किस तरीके से हताश हो जाता है। लखन जी, कितने साल रहे जेल में?
साहब 5 साल नैनी सेंटर में है तो फिर जीवन कारा होगा। फिर हमें हाई कोर्ट बेल की है, फिर छोड़ रहे हैं। फिर लड़ते रहे साहब।
उम्र कितनी हो गई?
उम्र साहब 3 साल।
हाँ 103 साल।
हाँ साहब।
क्या हुआ था? कौन सा घटनाक्रम, किससे झगड़ा हो गया था जब आपको गिरफ्तारी?
साहब हमरे यह रहा है, हमारे चाची को मारे रहे, चंदा प्रभु नोखई, ये 4 मारे रहे हैं चाची के, देसराज की महतारी के। तो फिर कलेसर देसराज मलेसर कल्लू, तो फिर अपन नहीं किए, अपन नहीं किए, फिर अपन जो है।
I have seen it, what it takes to report from the front lines. Accuracy, urgency, courage, responsibilities. At Republic School of Journalism, you'll be trained for that reality. It's not theory, it's live learning inside a working newsroom from the day one. If you want to report the truth when it matters the most, RSJ is where you begin. Course begins on June 30th. Apply now.
Summer is here. Is your home ready for the heat? Keep your roof cool and your home comfortable all summer with Roof Cool and Seal. आओ, बर्जर रूफ कूल एंड सील लगाओ।
From Asia's largest news headquarters, setting the agenda for Bharat. You're watching Republic.
Hello and welcome. You're watching Republic TV with me, Akanksha Khajuria. High Court has pulled up Kamal Hassan, asking why he's not apologizing. We'll tell you more about that, but first up, as always, the headlines. Well, High Court has questioned Kamal Hassan, asking why he is not apologizing for his remarks. Prime Minister is all set to visit Jammu and Kashmir. This will be his first visit after the Pahalgam terror attack. Telangana Congress chief has sympathized with Maoists, asking why no talk with them. Jammu and Kashmir LG Manoj Sinha has sacked 3 government employees for the terror links. Congress party has issued advisory to the party leaders, asking them not to give any statements deviating from the party line.
मेरा एक रिश्ता है हाफिज सईद साहब के साथ, मेरे वालिद मरहूम के साथ उनका बहुत गहरा तल्लुक था। मलिक रशीद साहब के साथ उनका भाइयों जैसा रिश्ता है।
Pakistan Punjab Assembly Speaker admits ties with Hafiz Saeed, says his father and Saeed were like brothers. Well, we have a big breaking news coming in. A video of prisoners partying, smoking ganja and talking on mobile phones inside one of the sub-jails in Patna has gone viral on social media. The administration has ordered an investigation, but in the videos right there, you can see those are the prisoners enjoying their time inside the jail. In fact, what we can also see right there, that they can be partying, they are talking on mobile phones as well.
दारू चल रहा है। दारू चल रहा है।
Well, this is a video that we have got for you from Patna. As you can see, these are the prisoners which can be seen partying in the jail there, drinking alcohol, singing songs, laughing around, and this is what is happening inside the jail in India. In fact, this is one of the sub-jails in Patna is what we are learning. Very shocking. What we are learning so far is that the administration has ordered an investigation in this matter, but definitely not the first time that such videos have come to fore from different jails across the country. Very shocking news that we are getting in from Patna. Prisoners can be seen partying in jail. Now, who's responsible for this? Who is behind this and making sure that they get the liquor inside the jail? It remains to be seen, because now what we're learning is that an inquiry has been initiated in this matter. look at this video on your screens. Those are the prisoners who are serving their term in the jail for different crimes that they may have done. But there they can be seen enjoying, they are partying, in fact having alcohol, and what also we are learning, they were also consuming drugs there in the jail, sub-jail in Patna. An investigation in this case has been ordered. Let me go across to my colleague Prakash, who joins us from Bihar. Prakash, this is very shocking. These are the prisoners who are serving their jail term, but they're in jail. They can be seen partying, they can be seen having liquor, drugs as well. Tell us about the investigation.
Well, these are not the first visuals. Earlier also we have reported such kind of visuals on television sets with criminals and prisoners drinking alcohol, as consuming alcohol, banned products and other liquor inside the jail premises, which is against the rules and regulations of the jail manual. Now, how did it enter the jail premises, these liquor and banned products? So that is a $1 million question, and investigation should be ordered into it. And yes, like in the past, investigation has been ordered, and which raises questions on the jail authorities as well as the security system in Bihar, because we have seen in the past how inmates enter into the jail premises, and also shooting has taken place inside the jail premises, with the incident of murder as well as physical assault happening inside the jail. So these are not the first visuals, but yes, it's a shame that jail premises, which is supposed to be provided with a very large number of security cordon as well as police personnel, but despite that, no action has been taken as yet. But we expect that some kind of action would be taken with against the prisoners as well as the jail superintendent in Bihar. Back to you.
Well, absolutely, and this is in fact not possible without the involvement of any officials there. Thank you for all the details. We'll keep coming back to you for more on this story. Well, we have a breaking news coming in from Uttar Pradesh. After the arrest of Sahil in Kanpur, the police campaign against Rohingya is continuing. Clearly, a ruthless campaign is being run against those who are in India with the fake documents, due to which the Kanpur police today reached near the Jagakati station in Babu Purva is what we are learning, and the documents of all that are present there is being checked right now.
वो की जा रही, चूंकि आपको देख सकते हैं जो रास्ता है बस्ती का, वो कच्चा रास्ता है, और कैसे जो बस स्टॉप के जस्ट एकदम करीब की बात की जाए, वहां पर जो इस तरह के लोग हैं, ये काफी जो भारी मात्रा में यहाँ पर बस गए हैं, बस्ती है वो देखने को मिल रही है। तमाम लोगों के जो आधार कार्ड है वो चेक किए जा रहे हैं, लोगों से जो पूछताछ है वो जारी है कि यहाँ पर क्या काम कर रहे हैं और कितने लंबे समय से जो यहाँ पर ये लोग हैं रह रहे हैं, जिसके चलते जो ड्राइव है कानपुर में लगातार जारी है। और आपको हम तस्वीरें दिखाएं, देखिए ये पूरी बस्ती है, जिन लोगों के जो आधार है और दस्तावेज है उनको चेक किया गया है, और उनसे बात करने की कोशिश करते हैं कुछ लोगों से। मैम, आपसे पुलिस ने क्या पूछताछ करी है?
यही पूछताछ कर रही है कि कहीं बाहर से मनी नहीं आए ना आदमी
जी।
हाँ, कोई नहीं आया।
क्या क्या दस्तावेज आपसे मांगे पुलिस ने?
अरे वो आधार कार्ड देखे ना और पूछी ना कि जिला कोड, हमने बता दिया सुल्तानपुर।
अच्छा, तो देखिए ये तमाम लोग हैं यहाँ पर, जिनसे साफ तौर पर जो पुलिस है उसकी टीम ने जो पूछताछ है वो लगातार की है। कुछ देखिए परिवार यहाँ पर मौजूद है। मैम, आपसे किस तरह की पूछताछ की गई, क्या दस्तावेज मांगे गए?
ये आधार कार्ड मांगे, देखी ने, ये पूछ रहे कि आतंकवादी तो बाहर से कोई नहीं आया, तो यहाँ पे तो कोई नहीं आया। हम लोग आज 20-25 साल से यहीं पे रह रहे हैं कानीपुर में।
तो देखिए साफ तौर पर इन लोगों से भी पूछताछ की गई, कितने लंबे समय से ये लोग यहाँ पर रह रहे हैं, और इनके जो आधार हैं वो चेक किए गए हैं, किसके सत्यापन पर ये आधार कार्ड बने हैं और कैसे यहाँ पर ये लोग बसे हुए, क्या काम कर रहे हैं, इसको लेकर के लगातार जो ड्राइव है वो चल रही है। अपने बीजे से बोलूंगा आपको पीछे की तस्वीरें दिखाएं, जहां पर जो लगातार जो पुलिस की टीमें हैं वो यहाँ पर मौजूद है, और जो लोगों से पूछताछ है वो भी यहाँ पर जो अधिकारी है उनकी जारी है। कि साफ तौर पर ये लोग कैसे यहाँ पर रह रहे हैं लंबे समय से। ये देखिए जो इंस्पेक्टर है ये यहाँ पर मौजूद है और देखिए किस तरह से जो पूछताछ है वो लोगों से की जा रही है, ये लोग क्या करते हैं और कैसे अपना जो जीवन यापन है वो कर रहे हैं, इनके आधार क्या है, कैसे सत्यापन हुआ, कितने लंबे समय से यहाँ पर रह रहे हैं, इन सभी बिंदुओं पर जांच की जा रही है। चूंकि जिस तरह से एडिशनल डीसीपी महेश कुमार ने बताया कि लंबे समय से यहाँ पर जो इनपुट्स है वो मिल रहे हैं कि भारी मात्रा में जो बाहर के लोग हैं वो यहाँ पर आए हैं कुछ ही समय पूर्व और उसके बाद यहाँ पर लगातार जो बसने का प्रयास कर रहे हैं, जिसके चलते एलआईयू की रिपोर्ट मिली थी। उसके बाद से कानपुर कमिश्नर के आदेश के बाद जो ड्राइव है वो लगातार की गई और इसी के तहत आपको बता दें कुछ दिन पूर्व भी कोतवाली में साहिल को पकड़ा गया था, जिसके बाद से जो पुलिस का एक्शन है वो लगातार जारी है। तमाम जो ऐसी बस्तियां हैं और उन पे जो एक्शन है पुलिस का वो जारी है। देखिए किस तरह से जो परिवार है इससे पूछताछ जो है पुलिस की टीम वो कर रही है और लगातार जो एडिशनल डीसीपी है वो भी यहाँ पर मौजूद है। जो पूरी टीम्स है वो सभी के आधार और दस्तावेज सब चेक किए जा रहे हैं कि किस तरह से कितने लंबे समय से ये लोग यहाँ पर रह रहे हैं और किस तरह से ये लोग अपना जो जीवन यापन है वो कर रहे हैं, इनका सत्यापन किसने किया, कैसे इनका जो आधार है वो बना है, इन सभी बिंदुओं पर जो जांच है वो की जा रही। देखिए भारी पुलिस बल के साथ इस बस्ती में आज पहुंचे और लगातार इस तरह की जो ड्राइव है वो तमाम बस्तियों में जारी है। और आपको बता दें कानपुर के अलग अलग हिस्सों में जो कि स्टेशन के पास है, बस स्टॉप के पास है, वहां पर इस तरह की ड्राइव चलाई जा रही है। चूंकि संभावनाएं हैं, एलआईयू की रिपोर्ट जो पुलिस को मिली है इंटेलिजेंस की, उसके साफ तौर पर यह बताया गया है कि भारी मात्रा में लोग हैं जो कानपुर में आकर के बसने हैं, उनकी संभावना के तहत इस तरह की जो ड्राइव है वो चलाई जा रही है। मैं अपने विजुअल्स में आपको दिखा सकता हूँ साफ तौर पर, यही पुलिस की वो टीम है जो लगातार बस्तियों में जाकर के जो अभियान है रोहिंग्या के अगेंस्ट वो चला रही है।
Well, in Kanpur in Uttar Pradesh, Operation Pushback is in action. This is a crackdown on those living in India without any documentation and living illegally in the country. Now you can see in the visuals, police right there in Kanpur in Uttar Pradesh checking the documents and verifying whether they have the Aadhaar card, PAN card in place for them to live in India. So this is a crackdown on Rohingyas going on in Uttar Pradesh. Now shifting our focus to Bangladesh, a decade after disappearing from Dhaka and resurfacing in India, Shillong, BNP leader who's the standing committee member of BNP, his name is Sahaluddin Ahmed, he has filed a complaint with the International Crimes Tribunal ICT accusing ousted Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina and 6 others of involvement in his enforced disappearance. Now he has filed this complaint against, as we told you, ousted Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, Home Minister, the former Home Minister, the former RAB Director General, former Inspector General of Police, and what he has stated in the complaint that in fact all of these, including Hasina and 6 others, are involved in his enforced disappearance. Now shifting our focus to Pakistan, terror in Pakistan has the full backing of both the government as well as army, and it was proved yet again this week. A video has surfaced of Punjab Assembly Speaker Malik Mohabbat, the senior official of the ruling party, openly glorifying the UN designated terrorist Hafiz Saeed and saying that his father and Saeed's father were in fact like brothers.
मलिक, मेरा सैफुल्ला कसूरी साहब के निस्बत प्रोफेसर तलहा साहब के साथ मेरी तल्लुकदारी किसी ऐसी बुनियाद की वजह से नहीं है। मेरा एक रिश्ता है हाफिज सईद साहब के साथ, मेरे वालिद मरहूम के साथ उनका बहुत गहरा तल्लुक था। मलिक रशीद साहब के साथ उनका भाइयों जैसा रिश्ता है। हमें इनके साथ इस मरकजी मुस्लिम लीग को हम अपनी दूसरी जमात समझते हैं और हम समझते हैं कि ये लोग पाकिस्तान की खिदमत करने वाले लोग हैं।
I'm joined by defense expert, retired Major General P.K. Sehgal. Thank you, sir, for speaking to Republic TV. I want to ask you, there's a thin line between the Pakistan government and the terrorists there. Now, that line is also disappearing. What do you have to say on this?
India has always been aware of this aspect. We've been reiterating again and again in every international forum of the very strong nexus that exists between the Pakistani army, the ISI, the politician and the terrorists. It is for this reason that Prime Minister has said there has been a paradigm shift. Hereafter, if there is any terrorist activity carried out against India, the terrorists and those who are sponsoring them, and who are the ones who are sponsoring them, the politicians, the Pakistani dispensation, the IS and the army, they will all be considered on the same page, and all of them will be equally taken to task. This is a very, very important change that we have signified not only to Pakistan but to the world at large, that we will hit Pakistan army, the ISI, because they are absolute and totally hand in glove. They are the ones who are funding them, they are the ones who are giving them training, they are the ones who helps them in radicalizing the youth, and they are involved in each and every act of theirs. It is for this reason that when we got Rana extradited, the Pakistani army and the Pakistani dispensation is already saying that we got nothing to do with him. He has not even renewed his documents for the last 20 years, because he too will expose the nexus that existed between the Pakistani army, the ISI and the terrorists. And if you recall what happened on 7th of May, when we knocked out 9 of the terrorist hubs, on their funeral you could see the senior army officers, firstly on the route, they were saluting, the army was lined up, they were saluting the terrorist dead bodies, and at the funeral there was a lieutenant general and the several brigadiers and colonels present there, which clearly showcased to the world the very, very close relationship that exists and continues to exist between the terrorists and the Pakistani politician, the Pakistani civil dispensation, and the army and the ISI. And it is for this reason that we have absolutely no option hereafter but to go after the Pakistani army and the ISI as well. Unfortunately, in the present 4-day standoff that we had with the Pakistanis, we did not strike the Pakistani army. The Pakistani army continues to remain absolutely intact. On hindsight, we should have degraded the Pakistan army also in a very major way, because they are absolutely and totally the backbone of these terrorists. But for them, if they don't give them the money, if they don't give them the arms, if they don't give them the training, if they don't give them the backup, they do a lot of firing, and it is because of the firing only, covering fire, that they can infiltrate. At more often than not, army officers also infiltrated. In the Pahalgam incident, two of the terrorists were part and parcel of the Pakistani army. They were commandos of the Pakistani army. So under these circumstances, India ought to tell this to the world very, very clearly, that hereafter we will not differentiate between the Pakistani army, the ISI and the terrorists.
So the nexus between the Pakistan government and the terrorists there is on clear display. Thank you for speaking to Republic TV. Now, keeping our focus on Pakistan, Maulana Abdul Aziz, a senior Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorist who recently threatened India with balkanization, has been found dead under mysterious circumstances in Bahawalpur in Pakistan. Intelligence agency tracking JEM activities reported that the exact cause of his death is being concealed by the group's commander. Multiple JEM-affiliated social media accounts have confirmed his killing, although official details remain sparse at this very moment. Let me go across to my colleague Gursimran, who joins us live in the broadcast with more details. Gursimran, this terrorist has been found dead, but what we are learning that the circumstances under which he has been killed or he has died, it remains to be hidden. Tell us more about this.
See, what it seems for the agencies that have been tracking the movement of Jaish-e-Mohammed in Pakistan, that this is deliberately being kept under the carpet, that under which circumstances Abdul Aziz has been found dead. That whether he was killed with a bullet wound or he was the one who got injured after the India's precision strikes in the Bahawalpur. Reason being that he was killed in Bahawalpur, his body was found in Bahawalpur, and all the namaz-e-janaza, everything was performed in the Bahawalpur, which is the headquarters of Jaish-e-Mohammed, that has been one of the targets of the India's precision strikes on Pakistan on 6th and 7th, and then followed by it was the India's military strikes. So whether he was injured in those strikes and died now, that is not being certain yet. But yes, Abdul Aziz, who is one of the radicalizer of the youth in Pakistan, especially in the Rawalpindi and the Bahawalpur, and the recruiter for Jaish-e-Mohammed, he has been found dead, and his last rites were performed yesterday as per the many of the social media handles that are being operated on behalf of Jaish-e-Mohammed in Pakistan. But the agencies say that this this could be put under the carpet for the reasons that they do not want the exact reason to come out. Whether it could be that they have lost their senior commander to the precision strikes, or probably this is the supremacy fight of the terror groups that used to happen when the unknown gunman from one terror group kills the terrorist from other group. So this could also be the reason. But yes, one thing is very clear, that one of the dreaded names, the recruiters and the radicalizer of the youth into terror ranks in Pakistan, that has been found dead. That is what is the confirmation.
Absolutely, Gursimran. Keep tracking those details. We'll keep coming back to you for more on this. Now, shifting our focus as crackdown on red terror intensifies, the security forces have recovered over 2.5 ton of explosives looted by Maoists in Odisha's Sundargarh district. Here's a full report.
The security forces recovered over 2.5 ton of explosives looted by Maoists in Odisha's Sundargarh district. The security forces conducted a major joint operation along the Odisha-Jharkhand border with Special Operations Group, District Voluntary Force, CRPF and Jharkhand's Elite Jaguar Force. According to the Western Range DIG, the operations are still underway and only 2.5 ton of explosives have been recovered out of 4 tons which were looted by the Maoists. The security forces recovered the explosives from different forest locations during the joint operation. Significantly, the operations have been ongoing since May 27th, and the primary focus of the security forces at this stage is on recovering the explosives rather than making arrests.
Well, according to the CS Rao, the Additional Chief Secretary of the Tourism and Civil Aviation Department, a significant progress has been made in evacuating tourists affected by heavy rains in Sikkim. He says that so far, 1,670 tourists have been safely evacuated from the area and additional 30 people were rescued from Chatin today. In response to the ongoing disaster in North Sikkim, one V5 helicopter has landed in the Greenfield Airport, deploying teams from the National Disaster Response Force, that is NDRF. These units are equipped with satellite phones and essential emergency equipments. The first sortie of the day, comprising 23 NDRF personnel equipped with essential supplies, has successfully proceeded towards the Chatin from Greenfield Airport. Lok Sabha MP Gaurav Gogoi has assumed the presidency of Assam Pradesh Congress Committee, succeeding Bhupen Kumar Bora. As the party prepares for the assembly polls next year, Gogoi's leadership will be very crucial in shaping its strategy and the campaign. The transfer of change occurred at the Congress headquarters in Guwahati, and Gogoi now at the helm of the state main opposition party. BJP leader Dilip Ghosh criticized Digvijay Singh's reported statement on Operation Sindoor, questioning the Congress party's stance on terrorism. Ghosh pointed out that during the terms of former Prime Minister PV Narasimha Rao and Manmohan Singh, Pakistan's attack and shelling did not evoke a strong response from the Congress government. BMC has cancelled a tender worth crores for robotic rescue machines from a Turkish company. The machines were intended to be installed at 6 Chowpatty beaches in Mumbai to aid the lifeguards there. The decision comes in response to Turkey's stance on supporting Pakistan following the Pahalgam terror attack. We're taking a very short break. Coming up on the other side, Karnataka High Court has wrapped Kamal Hassan, asking why no apology from his side and saying that public figures cannot hurt public sentiments. We'll also tell you about Jammu and Kashmir and how LG Manoj Sinha has sacked 3 government officials for the terror links. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
This is Dr. Hitendra Mehta, member of Nationalist Collective. First of all, I would like to congratulate Arnab Goswami for launching a very important, much-needed forum like Nationalist Collective in today's era. India is presently facing threat from